Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Teacher Rui, and I am doing my video. Today, we will be learning how to make a puzzle. Right? So this is a puzzle I got at Carrefour. Actually, making puzzles like this, making jigsaw puzzles, is actually really relaxing. It's a really relaxing activity. It's a great way to reduce stress, actually a little bit like meditation. Strangely enough. I'm not sure who's watching this, but hopefully some students. So I know you guys have a huge amount of stress in your life, right? You have school, you have sports, you have extracurricular activities, you have cram school, you have the Hui Kao coming up maybe a year, maybe 2 years from now, but that's right around the corner. You guys have to be in school from 7 in the morning to 5 p.m., 6 p.m., whatever it may be, and then afterwards go to cram school. So I know you guys really have a lot of things that stress you out. And the most common thing to do when you get stressed, I think, is to go on social media, to go on Instagram, to go on Facebook, whatever it might be. And oftentimes that doesn't really do a very good job of reducing stress. So that's why I want to kind of introduce this to you guys to maybe give you another method that you could use. Why would you need me to tell you how to do puzzles? And the short answer is you don't. You don't need me to teach you how to do this. I'm sure you guys can figure it out yourselves. But for me, there was actually a surprising amount of strategy that you can think of. A surprisingly mentally engaging exercise. You look at the puzzle, you think like, oh, this is a mindless task. You just try to put these two pieces together, they fit, okay, great. Or they don't fit together, okay, you try another piece. Right? So why is there a surprising amount of strategy with puzzles? So this brings up actually a concept in computer science, something called time complexity. We would call it, it's like big O notation if you've heard of that before, but time complexity. As a problem scales, so as a problem increases in size, how does the time it takes to solve that problem increase in size? The simplest kind of time complexity is just a linear time complexity. If I have one thing to do, that one thing takes 5 seconds. So if I have 10 things to do, the 10 things will take 50 seconds. But this right here, this is a little bit different. This is actually a quadratic relationship, meaning as the number of pieces increases, the size of the problem, the amount of time you should expect to take to finish this increases, not linear. It's 100 pieces, it takes 100 seconds. If 1,000 pieces, it takes 1,000 seconds. No. So if it's 100 pieces and it takes 100 seconds, if it's 1,000 pieces, 10,000 seconds to solve that, which is a huge difference between the linear one, right? So because of that, it's necessary to come up with some interesting strategies. So let's get started. The first step of the process is probably the simplest one. It is going to be to find all of the corners. Okay, finished. So as you see, these are the 4 corners. So it starts out with this piece down here, bottom right. One right here is the bottom left. This one, top left. And this one, top right. Step 2 is going to be to find all of the edges. This is my pile of edges. So next what we're going to be doing is putting together all of these. The next thing, a really good method is to sort these based upon the connectors on the left and right edge. So what you do is you put in a pile the ones that have 2 female connectors, ones that have 2 male connectors, and then ones that have a female on the right, a male on the left, and then a female on the left, male on the right. So you get the idea. So I'm just going to sort the rest of these like this. Okay, so let's get started to actually solving. So what we're going to do is try to put together the edge of the photo right now. Now, the reason this is very important, the reason it's nice to sort by the edges is because if you have something like this, so it's very obvious that these 2 pieces go together, right? So I'll put this right here. But now you know that you're looking for a piece that has a female, what is that? A female left side. There we go. That goes there. Okay, so let's think about why this. Oh, whoops. Not that at all. Sorry, a female right side. I got turned around. Oh my gosh, so embarrassing. Okay. There we go. And now this one goes here. Okay. What we're doing is we're reducing the problem size. So remember quadratic scaling. So it turns out that when you have quadratic scaling, the more you can reduce the size of the piles you're looking for, the more you can reduce the problem size, the better it will be. So if you can take one problem that's of size n, if you can break that down into 4 problems that are size n over 4, you actually get a factor of 4 speed up. So it's going to take 1/4 the time. So that's what we're going to do, is now that I have this, I have my 4 piles. Sometimes it breaks into 2, sometimes it breaks into 4, but roughly we're going to get a 2 to 4x speed up by doing it this way. So I'm going to put this together, create the edge, and then we're going to get started on the interior. There we go, almost done. I had these 2 missing. I was missing these from my first sort of pass at trying to take out all of the edge pieces. So here they are. Usually there's going to be a couple that are missing, but just continue whenever you get stuck. So I was stuck right here. I couldn't find these 2. Just continue on the other ones and it'll make it more obvious which pieces you're missing. So after I got stuck here, I worked on this one until I got stuck there. Then I worked on this one and that went through, and then I worked on this one. So I completed all of that and was able to find these 2. So here we go. That is the last bit, and now we have the edge. So this one is kind of the most difficult. Also, there are the most number of strategies. But what I like to do is I try to group all of these based on some kind of property, maybe like general color, whatever it may be. So these are kind of like light blue, like I'm looking for like a sky blue over here, maybe a combination sky blue and mountain. I'll put this one, maybe combination sky blue and mountain. This one, these 2 pure sky blue. These ones a little bit like cloudy over here. That one a little cloudy. Maybe ones that have text down here. These ones that look like they have water. Maybe I can make another category for that because there are a couple that look like they have water. This one's kind of gray, so that's a cloud. So yeah, you just continue, sort of sort all these into their various piles. And then from there, is this one? Yeah. And then from there, you can sort of try to put these together. Okay, so let me get these sorted and then we can continue. Okay, there we go. I have 6 piles. You know, they don't have to be perfect. They can just be rough. So I got my 6 general piles, and now I'm going to try to put stuff together within them. So I think with this, actually the text is going to be the easiest. So I see Yang Ming, and then maybe, no, not there. Maybe here, and then maybe here. Does that go together? Yeah, okay, so there we go. So that was pretty easy, right? And it's pretty obvious that this part goes right there. So that's the benefit of kind of like grouping all these based on these colors. And granted, I did the easiest one with the text. That's the most obvious. But this one's probably going to be the next easiest because it's very clear, or maybe this one because there's really, really, really clear kind of indication of where things should go. The clouds, I think, maybe will be a little bit harder, so I'll leave those to last. Okay, let's get started. So at this stage, what I like to do is I just put on some music, like some relaxing music, and I just start working. And it's actually really relaxing. It's a lot like meditation. So yeah, I'll see you guys when the puzzle's finished. Okay, so I just thought of something. While you're doing these puzzles, while you're solving these little piles, you can apply these rules recursively, right? So recursively means like you apply a rule from a larger stage at a rule at a smaller stage. So let's say we're in this really difficult part here. What you can start to do is maybe sort all of these different connectors. So maybe sort them into 4 pieces, 3 pieces, 0 pieces, 1 piece, and 2 pieces, right? So you can begin to sort these, and that might make it easier to narrow down. If you know you have a piece that you need to find, it can make it easier to find it, right? If you have a slot that has, say, like, that looks like it's blue and it has 2 connectors that are bordering, you know that it's not going to be one of these 2. You know it has to be one of these 2. So there are things you can do to kind of apply these rules to always reduce the problem size as much as possible. Okay, here we go. And this is one of the most satisfying parts. So this puzzle is actually a little bit tricky because it's mirrored above and below. But I think that this piece is an edge that goes somewhere right here. So I'm gonna try to do that. Let's see. My guess is that it goes like this. I'm trying to bring this over. I'm trying to do it on camera, but it's difficult to get it at the same time as I'm filming. Okay, there we go. So you see, and that's like very satisfying. That's a very satisfying thing, like when you get a really big chunk and you can put it in. So yeah, that's like really what we're after, right? So I'll continue working on these bits right here. Okay, there we go. And that is the puzzle solved. I hope you enjoy this. I hope it's helpful. So that's the puzzle solved. I hope you learned something, or if not learned something, just got an idea of something you can do to de-stress. I do want to take this time to, because I don't think I'll get another chance. But for anyone watching this from Wunshang, this is my last year at the school. My last year as a teacher. Maybe not, I don't know. At the very least for 2 years. I'm going to be leaving to start my master's degree here in Taiwan. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone here and let you all know that you're all really amazing people. I really appreciated my time here. It's been like a really peaceful 2 years. It was very different from corporate America. really different from corporate America in the best way possible. And yeah, I just want to let you all know that if it hadn't been for being in Taiwan, like being here in schools, seeing the work ethic of the students, seeing the kindness of all my colleagues here, I don't think that I would have had the courage to try to go back to graduate school. And yeah, keep being yourselves, keep being great, keep inspiring people, even though I'm 20 years older than all the students here. You guys still inspire me. You have inspired me in the 2 years I've been here. So thank you for that. I hope to see you all again. Bye-bye.